Hey guys, back in another YouTube video. Today it's going to be a showing off video. Now my good friend from Facebook just did a deal with me and he gave me a bunch of knives and two big tools to clean up. And then my neighbors, among all people, actually were having a garage sale. So after he left my house, I actually walked over and asked, hey, is the garage sale open? They said yeah, and I said, well, okay, I might as well look around. I bought a bunch of tools for 10 bucks. So let's go ahead and look and see what I got. First thing I'll show off is all the knives that he gave to me, my friend. First thing I'll show off is the big Imperial fixed blade. These are really common. Blade is rusted, but I should be able to clean it up really good and get it all nice and clean and recondition the sheath. So that'll be probably put for sale once I'm done with it. Next is one of my favorite finds he found for me. Get this darn thing off. Come on. Is this. This is a Victorinox knife. And the spring's a little messed up. I'm going to have to straighten out the plates and able to straighten that out. But it's in great shape. I should be able to clean it up, and I'll probably make my own handles. Who knows? There's that. Next is a little mini fixed blade, but it's very rusted. I'm going to have to clean it up to see if there's a brand on it. Old USA made advertisement knife. I'll probably clean this up and sell it real cheap. Once again, a little cheapy. I'll have to clean it up and see if I can get a brand off it. Same with this. This one's rusted shut. I'm gonna have to clean this and see if I can get a brand off of it. Same with this one. I'm gonna have to clean this up and see if I can get a brand off of it. Next is another fixed blade, but this one's in very rough shape. The handles have long since been worn off. The blade's in good shape. I'll probably clean the handle, get the handle all cleaned off and put new handles on it, recondition the sheath, and see if I can lift a brand on it. So we'll see how that one goes. Next is a Barlow of some kind, but it's so rusted. The blades are rusted shut. I'm going to have to clean that up and put it back and see if I can lift a brand off it. Another cheap little, probably USA, so I'm going to clean this up, see if I can get a brand off it. And same with this one. Rusted shut. I'm going to have to clean this up, see if I can get a brand off of it. And the reason I'm showing this one last is because the deal was I get to keep all those knives. In exchange, I have to clean this one up for him. This is an old Hammer brand knife. And the tip's busted off. I'm going to have to fix that. The blade needs severe cleaning. So does the handle. So in exchange, I get to keep all those knives. In exchange, he wants this one back, which I will honor that request. And last but not least is the two items he gave me that are big. First are these giant, what looks like chains. He wants me to clean these up in exchange for he's going to let me keep another item I'm about to show y'all. I'll blast all the rust off it, get it all nice and clean. And then in exchange, he's going to let me have this giant wrench. That is a thick piece of steel. Alright, that's all my stuff that my friend gave me. And I'll get to work on those later today. Next is to my neighbors who gave me this box of tools. At their garage sale, I paid 10 bucks for it all. So let's go ahead and look and see what I got. First things first is an old handsaw. This one will clean up real nice. I'll clean it up, see if I can lift a brand off it. Most likely this handle was handmade. So I'll probably keep this handle. And probably put a new blade. Well, the blade in this is actually pretty fine, so I think I'm just going to keep it and clean it up and reuse it. Next is an old bracing bit or hand crank drill, or auger, whichever you prefer to call it. And it actually has the original bits with it. So I should be able to sell this no problem once I get it cleaned up and see if I can lift a brand off of it. Next is another old farm scythe. This one looks like it's to be much older than the ones I already got. So I'm going to bend the tang up and get the handle off and see if I can clean the blade up, get a brand off it. This one's probably over 100 years old. It's hard to tell, but I'll know once I get it cleaned up. And I'll reuse the original handle because it's in perfect shape. So I'll probably clean this up in the same video that I'm going to clean this one up in. This is the one I bought from the pawn shop. Next is a pair of drop forged pliers. I'll probably just clean these up and throw these in my toolbox. Next, a pair of wire cutters that, yeah, they're cheap Taiwan ones, so I'll probably just clean these up and give them to my dad. I don't need them. Next, a pair of wire strippers. Again, I'll probably give these to my dad because I don't need them. Next is an old punch. I'll clean this up and most likely reuse it. Next, an old pair of scissors. I'll clean these up and see if I can lift a brand off of them. And next is a pair of weird punches, whatever these are called. That's very weird. See how they work? It's very weird. I'll probably contact a friend of mine, see if I can find out what those are. Next is another chuck wrench. I'm definitely keeping this because I always keep these just in case I lose one. Another old punch. I'll clean this up and reuse it. What looks like an old carving knife that had a broken handle, so I'll throw away the handle because it's already split to where it can't be used. And I'll take the blade and make it into a small little knife. Last but not least, the folding handsaw. Now originally this wasn't in this box, but they said they had one. I said, well, I'll take a look at it. And I said, well, will you throw it in with the rest of the stuff? They said yes. So what I'm going to do with this is actually take the saw teeth off and actually make this into a giant folding knife. Now it needs a new bolt, which ain't a problem. I can replace that myself. The handle's in very good shape. And I'll probably make the nick a lot deeper so that way the whole blade can go into the handle. So that's going to be a nice video. Or I'll probably do it off camera. I don't know yet. Alright, that's all the stuff I bought. That $10 box from my neighbors. And they're going to have another garage sale tomorrow. So I'll probably head up there tomorrow. And thank you, my friend, for giving me all those knives. I'll get started on those soon. And I guess, as always, stay sharp.